Measure and mark HMR with width 300 millimeters. I cut HMR based on the mark using my DIY rib cut jig. Then, I cut HMR smaller using my DIY Ultimate Track Saw. Cut 2 pieces HMR with width 45 millimeters. Make another cut with width 55 millimeters. Measure mini T-track using vernier caliper. Use mini T-track as a template on the cut made before. Cut the mark made from mini T-track using table saw. Assemble 2 cuts of HMR before using glue. After the glue dry, screw mini T-track on the HMR. Take the rest HMR from the cutting before, then cut with length 900 millimeters. Take the HMR cut with T-track on it, and put it on the right side and left side. Use it as a template to make slot. I set my trim router with height 3 millimeters. Then, make slot based on the mark made before. Cut the HMR cut with T-track on it, and try it on the slot. Check using angle ruler and make sure the angle is 90 degrees. I will add long mini T-track on the base. Measure and mark to make slot for placing long mini T-track. I use my router to make slot. Glue and use nail gun to assemble HMR cut with T-track on it. Always check and make sure if the angle is 90 degrees. Use epoxy glue to assemble long mini T-track on the base. Measure the base. Put aluminium L shape 1x3. Measure and mark the aluminium. Then, cut it. Put metal square 2x2. Measure and mark, then cut it. Give mark on square metal to add hole. Drill the mark using drill bit 8 mm. Do the same on the other side. Use epoxy glue to assemble aluminium L shape and metal square. I will use M8 bolt for the mini T-track, but it doesn't fit. I cut and grinder the head of M8 bolt. Now it can be fitted into the mini T-track. Measure HMR with length 400 mm. Then cut HMR with width 40 mm. Assemble all cut together to make fence. Cut HMR with size 20 mm times 130 mm. Take the fence, then put it at the crosscut sled. Use glue and nail gun to assemble the fence. Then, mark for making hole. Put back the fence on the position. Drill the base according to the hole on the fence. Add T-nut on the base. Use clamp and pan head bolt for locking the fence on the position. Put circular saw on the aluminium rail. Then, cut the front fence for guidelines. I use vinyl sticker on the fence. Sander the aluminium rail for smooth surface. Then, I give wax on the aluminium rail and the HMR also. I put my circular saw. I try to shove it really smooth and slight. Now I try to cut MDF 18 mm. Use hold down clamp for easy cut. Then, I cut MDF using circular saw. The result is very precision and perfect square. I put my jigsaw on the aluminium rail. I set up the width of aluminium so it can be fitted with the jigsaw. Now, I try to cut MDF 18 mm. Then, I cut using jigsaw. The result is good and perfect square. Now, I put my router on the aluminium rail. I will try to make slot on plywood. The result is not bad for the first trial. Now, I put my trim router on the aluminium rail. I will make slot on MDF. And the result looks good.